welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. I'm super excited to start Act 2 of Avowed. Hi, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Elf. Thank you for being here. I love having you here. You make the best commentary. Okay, so in our last playthrough, we met that weird little cat lady, and I'm hoping that we find more of her, because she was super goofy silly. Alright. We made it! Alright, let's see what's going on. So we just got to the Emerald Stair. We were gonna make camp so I can see if I can upgrade anything really quick, and we have a companion quest for Kai, which I don't think I'm gonna do yet. The Animancy method. I think we have to go to that city here, which is, yeah, over here. We have to go to the big city. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah. Upgrade materials. Got it. We're at a new camp, and it's super cute. There's more mushrooms. Alright, where's my upgrade station, though? That's my costumes. That's my chest. Here we go. We can upgrade gun. Definitely want to upgrade gun. That's all. We can only upgrade gun. Okay. But I can craft a little bit more. Crafting materials for later, so we'll do that.
Listen,
yeah.
Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a ballerina.
Oh boy, they're arguing again.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in Solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different.
Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes. You guys gotta knock it off.
They might show up to get you to stop.
Knock it off. You guys argue too much. Okay. It's kind of weird that our camp is like right in front of somebody's house, it looks like. I wonder if anybody lives here. We're just camping out in their front yard. I'm sure that's fine. Let's go check it out. It looks like... Oh, Elia's Revenant Farm. What is this? Oh, he is covered in mushrooms and he's picking grass? He's a little zombie farmhand. How cute. There's a whole bunch of them.
As if people weren't hungry enough.
These guys are adorable. And not wearing any clothes. Ramble, get to it, boys. No, for real. Quit arguing. I feel like if we just sat at camp, they would just argue the entire time. This house is really cute. More zombie farmers. What's going on over here?
A godlike in Emerald Stair. Well, maybe our luck's improving.
This guy has some blighted crops on it, and it looks quite dead.
I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
We need to discuss the definition of adorable. I like the little skeleton with the little mushrooms growing out of them. I think they're cute. Let's see. You mean that rotting cadaver?
Try and use their names, if you don't mind. It builds their confidence. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell it, too.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor. But of course, nothing is ever that simple.
The value of undead labor at her corpse farm. Alright. Do they work for free?
They get 3 meals a day and a comfortable home. What more could they ask for?
I mean, miners in Solace don't have it that good.
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
I already did. It looks like she ate some spoiled crops.
Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting Animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
She paid me 350 gold just to dig around in that corpse. That's not a bad deal. Hi, Alliance Web. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. I dig through a lot of corpses. I thought everyone did.
Not really. But that's all right. You and I have something in common.
Digging around corpses? What's with all the equipment around the farm?
We're Animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do.
Well, that's fun.
You see, the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields. And that's why Emerald Stair is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
I like it.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities.
Channeling souls into your crops is unconventional but brilliant.
Thank you. We've been at it for a while now, but there is still so much to learn.
I wonder what
Traditional farms
corn infused
depend
with
on
souls
water,
tastes like.
sunlight, and the mercy of insects.
Who's
What
our
you see
poetry
here is no
appreciating Viking hottie?
different. Humanity can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand.
We'll talk later.
Come
Viking
back
hottie.
soon.
Alright, she doesn't have anything else to say. What is he doing? He's boogieing down. Look at him. Look at what I can do. I'm pretty sure that's just a bug, but that's great. Let's see. Oh, are those goats? They are goats. They're fucked up little goats, but they're cute. I love them. Alright, let's be on our way. He rave. He do rave. He's a good dancer. I don't think he should be a farmer. He should be a professional dancer instead. Looks like there might be a little town over here, so let's go check that out because it is on the way to that city we're heading to. Follow your passion. Agree. Be the best little raver you can be.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to
We
live
got
like this?
crafting materials. This guy's got a cool hat.
Ah, Ado. You've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an Animancer.
Animancer. I experimented with animal souls during Waidwin's Legacy.
Think you're a
I'm lying,
savant,
apparently.
Alright then, you sort this out. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
They can't be that fast, can they?
I don't know. They just disappear. I wish they would at least come back. Soon I won't have any left.
Have you considered putting them on a leash? I'm sensing a request coming.
It's not like I enjoy imposing on you, but I'm afraid if I look for them, the rest will wander off. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it.
Be honest, what'd you do to offend her?
She wouldn't push her research far enough. She wasn't willing to take risks.
Whatever you all are doing, it's clearly working wonders so far.
And how's that risk-taking working out for you?
You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went. I've caught them trying to shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them.
Alright, I'll humor you. What kind of something?
It could be anything in a place like this. A relic? A grimoire? Luminous Adra? No, that wouldn't make sense.
I swear if your morbid curiosity gets me killed.
Nonsense. Revenants are harmless. It's hard enough making them useful. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
Yeah, for science. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your flesh off. Goofy. Alright, so this guy's losing revenants. Again, I don't know why he doesn't just keep them on a leash or something. There's like a weird X on my map. What could that be? What do you got in your house? Revenants are motivated by their need for essence. They go where the essence goes. I wonder if Elia's collars are superior to mine somehow. Could it be that her flock is receiving a slow drip of essence while mine feast on table scraps? Inconclusive. More research is needed. See, you already have them on collars. Why not just add a leash? It's fine. Why are Elia's revenants so cooperative while mine wander off as though they have minds of their own? It makes no sense. She coddles them with positive affirmations while I give them discipline. I fail to see the problem. Well, I'm starting to see a problem, actually. Maybe you should be nicer to your dead people. More crafting materials. I think we can go up here. Negative. He is a dick. He's disciplining his poor little dead guys. Wonder if there's anything up on the roof. Ooh, there is. A vessel of flesh enchanting material? That sounds great. Sounds wonderful. Just what we need. Can't go in there. There's a bunch of bird eggs up here, though. Bet I can cook those. Let's see. Doesn't look like anything else. Alright. Onward!
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or it used to be.
I don't think it's fair.
This place kind of looks like ass, honestly.
Probably using me as an example.
Not someplace I'd want to live.
I'll be back out there in no time.
Yeah, couldn't even die in peace. They gotta labor in death. All we do is work, work, work until we die, and then we get to work more, apparently. Is there anything good on these docks? There's a big chest. Nothing good, but some stuff I can sell. Candied nuts.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? Ha 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 ha. Please, excuse us.
I can't believe my eyes. A true godlike, and in such good shape.
What does that mean? In such good shape. These nuts. Snack on these nuts. I want to go up here and see if there's anything up top. Let's see. A lot of these people don't seem to have anything to say. What about you?
I don't know who or what you are, and frankly it doesn't matter. Stay out of trouble, and there won't be any problems.
No promises. Are you always this friendly?
No. You just got lucky enough to catch me on a good day. So, what do you want?
I was hoping to find someone to tell me more about the area.
Well, you found someone. This is what remains of Fjord's mercantile district. Obviously, it has seen better days.
What happened to cause it to fall into ruin?
Depends on who you ask. For all their supposed knowledge, not even the Animancers know for sure. 40 years ago, this place was a bustling harbor, shipping food to Thirdborn, Paradis, and the occasional smaller settlement. I would know. I was still right here, at this very post.
You don't look old enough to have been here that long ago.
Dwarves live longer, so 40 years isn't that long to us.
Fair enough, I
Now,
guess.
if you'll excuse me, I have some ruins to watch over.
She just does not want to talk to me, clearly. Found her journal, though. This meticulously written journal is full of dull, routine entries. It is clear that Lieutenant Sagna takes her post very seriously, despite how uneventful it is. One entry stands out from the rest. I heard that damn noise again. It sounds like something is howling in distress. Or out of loneliness? I don't know, and I don't really care. Whatever it is, it might be a threat. If we had the numbers, I'd send a ranger down the coast for reconnaissance. I'd be willing to bet my best knife that whatever this noise is, it's coming from the cave on the shore. That place always gave me the creeps. Something isn't right about it. For now, we'll just need to remain vigilant. Not like anything ever happens here these days. So that definitely sounds like something worth looking into, I think. Oh, Is there something up there? Looks like there might be. Hang on. Something shiny. I hear an adventure. A side quest. Alright, got some gold out of that. I thought I saw something extra shiny up here, but I guess not. Oh god. Oh god. Nailed it. The beach is kind of like the opposite direction that we need to go, but I kind of want to go check it out. Onward. Let's see, that looks like a cave. Maybe that's what she's talking about. Oh, what's that? Something else glowing up here. Oh, it's a dead lizard with a potato. Relatable. Alright. I wonder if this is the cave she's talking about. I'm ready. I have gun.
Hail, godlike. Come, indulge me.
Decaying skeletal fighter. And skeleton.
A trial.
A trial? Defeat my champion and claim your reward, or fall like those before you? Okay. I wonder if this is the guy that was howling. This guy's defense is, oh god, pretty strong. Oh shit, there's more of them. Oh, you know, I took that spell last time we played, and that's not what I thought it did. I definitely thought it was gonna, like, do what my grimoire does, which is that. Maybe after I upgrade it. So it just fires ice instead of, like, casting it in a big circle. Got it, got it. That's a lot of skeletons. Let's have Marius grab one. Or you could just grab one. That's fine too. Oh, they're immune to whatever damage I'm doing, so that's not ideal. That one's a healer. We definitely gotta take him out first. Stop that. Stop it. Where's he going? Okay, got him. Oh shit. He ragdolled something fierce. Okay, that's Marius. There we go. Why are there so many? It's like a little mini gauntlet, I guess. Grenade! Grenade! I totally think I missed that one, actually. Did I get the priest? Where'd he go? Chanter. That's what he is. Thank you, Kai. I'm getting, like, stuck on these rocks. I can't hit the button with the spell juice. Mana. Oh, jeez. I thought we killed that guy. Why are there so many? This is like way too many skeletons, honestly. Like entirely too many. See, there's even one still over here. What the hell? Maybe the big one's gotta die to stop the rest. Probably, but I thought we killed him already. Ow, he hits really hard. More health, please. I wonder if I have any buff food. Let's see. I don't think they're Kith enemies, so I don't think the Kith meat will do anything. Do some maximum essence. Eat all that food. Ow, why does he hit so hard? Kai, get his ass. He's just called a decaying skeleton barbarian. So, like, I feel like he's not, like, summoning anything. Ugh. I feel like this game is so much harder when you're, like, not playing a warrior with a shield. Ow. Fuck ass. Where is that healer at again? There he is. Alright, took out the healer. Mother of God. I wish Kai was a better tank, honestly. Come with me. Took out the monk. Took out that minion. Ow. Got that minion. What is that? Skeleton Chanter. Let's get rid of him. Like, the melee ones are annoying, but I definitely feel like the casters are the problem children. Kai, get your ass up. Got him. Was that all of them? Jesus Christ. The prize is mine. And I get to loot all this stuff now. So far it looks like lots of gold. Okay. Fall with grace, labia face. My reward was a giant sword. I don't use giant swords. The horse cutter, two-handed melee weapon. Ugh. These are bastards. Stop giving my stuff I don't use. Also, he does not look impressed by the fact that I just survived his stupid gauntlet. What a jerk. Alright, eat some food. I lived, bitch. What now? Alright, I'm gonna assume that's what the noise was that the lady heard in a cave. Is there anything else to loot? Yes, health potion. Need that, for sure. Okay, back to what we were originally doing, I guess. Probably. That was a mission. It certainly was, and its reward was not my favorite. Found a fast travel point somewhere over here? There it is. Okay, so we can fast travel over here now. Let's go to the city, because I would like to jump on this main quest line. I'm intrigued about this plague that we're supposed to be solving. I want to learn more about it. What's that? Is that a bug? It is a bug. Get out of here, bug. I like how Kai just ran past it. No help whatsoever. Bad bug. Oh, there's mushies again! Oh, I love them. I hate killing them, though. I wish we could get one as a minion. Booty shrooms! Oh, look at the booty go. Oh shit, he's still... I thought he was dead. I'm sorry, little mushrooms.
Nice job, everyone.
With their little booties. Poor guys. This place isn't as pretty as the first zone that we were in, but I feel like it's just because it's like foggier over here. There's something kind of like dismal about it. Alright, we've made it to the city. I kind of like that it's like all overgrown with these trees though.
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giata's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Unfortunately, that's exactly where I'm headed.
Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity
Yeah, the
at
corpses
leadership?
do not really
Reminds me
add
of home.
to the
She
atmosphere.
came storming
being
up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of
positive
spoiled
one.
crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first
Guy.
time Giata's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
What are they fighting about?
Look around. The town's overgrown, the crops are dying. What's not to fight about?
Just take a blessed day look outside. It doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
Thank you, Marius.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancers fight.
Ugh. Can't take you two anywhere. See, this is pretty though. I like the loading screen art. I would love to, you know, learn how to do something like this. Sounds like a party. It does. Alright. We have arrived. Edie, stop tearing up the bed. Ugh.
Ah, the Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
And to whom am I speaking?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote.
Oh god.
If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond
Please hold.
reason. These
Oh, never mind.
veils
She wants me to chase her.
and
It's not
their
happening.
love of animancy.
Metaphysically speaking, it's unlikely that animancers are causing this plague.
While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes.
What are you talking about?
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
Girl, what does that
She's
mean?
as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
I don't like her. I feel like I don't align myself though with most of the people in the Adiran embassy though. Like they definitely feel like colonizers.
What else to get?
Honest
Rejuvenate and
Emil.
Revitalize your personal essence.
Okay, alright. Let's go find, I think Giada was her name? Can't go there. Oh no! No, not more bounties.
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in.
Uh-oh.
So return to me if you have any to claim.
What's your role in Fiorme or Verno?
Officially, I'm one of the many researchers here. My specialty is in the anatomy of the many species of Eora.
Why are you here instead of researching?
If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study.
So Edie's in here and she keeps like circling my desk and crying like she wants me to pick her up and then she takes off. So she wants me to chase her into the living room and I'm not gonna do that. Alright, I will return when I have some bounties to collect.
Aurat Algori. I hope to see you soon.
So let's see what bounties we have from here and hopefully none of these ones are bugged. Beldureno. A reward will be given for killing the Earth Blight known as Beldureno. A number of rangers and settlers perished in a natural disaster, and now their souls are bound together in agony, incarnated as the Blight. Please put them out of their misery. God. Okay.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Anika. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
She does kind of sound like Jaheira a little bit. It might be the accent for sure. Let's see, the Trantons. A reward will be given for killing the notorious Tranton bandit gang. Located in the Western Forest, these outlaws are responsible for a number of raids on outlying farms. Someone needs to ensure that these raids end for good.
Oh, the Trantons. A bunch of buttsos, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, I definitely think she has a similar, accent to Jaheira for sure. Bounty Old Nuna. More fucking bears! Ah, it's always bears. Okay, attention. A reward will be given for killing an ancient and dangerous bear that has taken up residence within the grotto. Some citizens familiar with the region's history recognize this bear as Old Nuna, a beast responsible for the deaths of many rangers.
Be careful with Old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
Softer, nicer Jaheira. Jaheira before she became like a wine mom. Flesia's dispatch. Sansa, a cartographer in Paradis, god damn it Sansa, has reported his assistant Flecia missing in the Emerald Stair. Sansa, how do you keep losing your cartographers? A reward will be offered for the return of Flesia's cartographic notes. Below is her last correspondence, posted to provide clues of her whereabouts. He doesn't even care where Flecia is. He just wants her stuff back. Good day to you, Sansa. I hope this letter finds you well. I'm pleased to report new progress on my charts of the Emerald Stair. I've taken up near a curious ruin that the locals call Naku Tedek. Godless, perhaps? I will note it. Such architecture I've never seen. I know I should be diligent and focus on my work, but I cannot help worrying that my presence here is a burden. Though the Fiorians welcome me warmly, it is clear that they've fallen on hard times. I hope to finish quickly. I am yet another mouth to feed. Kind regards from Flecia. I was gonna say that Jaheira, before all the BS, she went through and aged her. Not the enjoyable kind, like Daddy Halson. Oh! Oh, Halson drew I don't know if I showed you yet, Halson drew a duck in my, art book. I'll have to definitely send you a picture of that. Delaman. A reward will be given for killing a group of Delaman within the Western Forest. They've been acting more aggressive lately, attacking rangers on patrol and researchers out in the field.
Ah, those Delamgan. They are not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization.
Oh god,
Still,
Edie.
survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
And there is one more. No, it's for lizards! I don't want to kill lizards. A reward will be given for killing the Zarips that have taken up residence at the abandoned farms northwest of Fior. If those farms are ever to be reclaimed, the Zarips will need to be driven away from the land. Just let them be little farming lizards. Why do you guys hate them? It's not their fault, they're stupid. Ooh, is there anything up here? I don't know why this looks suspiciously like something would be up here. Oh, it's somebody's house. Or something. My bad, the gifted something or other. Dear Len, you would love it here. The Living Land is quite the vacation spot. Even the small mushrooms are as large as giant mushrooms. They remind me of Mara. Poor, sad Mara and her mushroom-riddled face. Oh, I haven't met any dragons yet, but I'll let you know the instant I do. Then we can both have dragons. I love that. Animancy is so much fun. One of the locals sat me down in front of his machine and told me that my soul is shaped like an orb. Can you believe that? I offered him a signed copy of my famous spell, Tane's Chaotic Orb, but he said no thanks. His loss, right? Do you still have that locket I gave you? Whenever you're feeling lonely, don't forget to open it and think of me, and maybe write back, your friend, Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Len hates when I talk about myself, and when I call her Len, and everything about me, but I will get on her good side, even if it kills me, which it might, if the Living Lands don't kill me first. Aww. Did you just say like a brothel? I don't think it's a brothel.
The governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point.
I think these are just... No, this does not look like a brothel.
Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has...
Now, the Mermaid's Den, where we were last act, that was definitely a brothel. Sorry, a bathhouse, but definitely a brothel. I come in here, I steal all of your food. Farming in the Emerald Stair is both simpler and more complicated than other lands, and it's important to understand why. Animancy is the art of soul manipulation. Because we sit atop a rich vein of soul essence, our animancers work miracles of healing, personal enrichment, research, and yes, agriculture. The machines found around Fior, Mayor Verno, tap into the flow of essence and use it to give life to the soil. Don't touch the machines or disturb any Animancers at work. Don't ask questions about what they do or how they do it. If you get sick, someone might escort you to the ruins west of town for observation and final rites if necessary, and some of the farmhands might not draw breath. Beyond that, it's business as usual. They said if you get sick, we are putting you out of your misery. I feel like you were there when we went to the brothel, just nothing exciting happened there. We had to take abortives to a lady there who works at the brothel, and she gives them out to her girls for, you know, obvious reasons. Hector Brewer.
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm.
See, it's not a brothel.
Discussion.
It's a house of calm, rational discussion.
We have only 2 rules of conduct.
Dignity.
Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice.
Let's see. Is something going on around here?
To put it gently, yes. Giada Castel is giving our governor a piece of her mind, loud enough to rattle the windows. Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
You must see a lot of Animancers around here?
Their anxiety keeps me in business.
They're an anxious people.
This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
I don't think either one of us would be wanted in this establishment. They'd be like, get out. I could really use a cup of tea.
Regrettably,
they're out of tea? It's a tea house.
My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care.
What kind of tea house doesn't have tea?
Trinkets I have collected over the years.
I'm snubbing you. Let's see. Not better than what I have. Oh, I kind of want these. War Mage's Bracers, plus 15% shock damage. I feel like I do a lot of shock damage. And a treasure map for practical pockets. A good ranger is prepared for any challenge, but the best ranger has snacks on hand. Now that I've retired, I have no further need of my coat of many pockets. Use it in good faith, good health, though mind the crumbs and the smell of cheese. Okay. Oh, this is vague. So, this is just like somewhere in the woods. Great. Alright, wonderful. Fantastic. Do you have any health pots? No. Does not look like it. Okay. I probably have stuff to sell, yes. Gemstones and whatnot. Edie. Can sell that. I might keep that one. I might also keep that one. Sell that. Sell that. That. I may also keep that one. I had a lot of stuff I could sell. Excellent. Yay, we're less broke now. I keep hearing the cat by my feet, and then she keeps disappearing
I
on me.
have been thinking about the moon.
Not this again.
There is no Adra on Bilafa. None that we can see in a telescope.
I'm intrigued because they were talking about the moon.
I suppose that's true.
What if someone died on Bilafa? Where would their soul go?
No one is going to die on the moon.
Someone might die
Not
on the
with
moon.
that attitude.
You don't know. Okay.
Come one, come all. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Enlarge my essence, huh?
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Well, I'm a godlike, so I've got some divine heritage.
Wrong.
Wrong?
Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations,
Oh,
and
it's so
too
squeaky.
weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
And how much do I pay you to lighten my soul?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatment's on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
You used some ridiculous machine on my soul.
Another skeptic? Oh well. I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
Yes. Oh, girl, you are heavy.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Fight, 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 fight. She is a chunky queen.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
How did you know? Was it the mushrooms on my face? Never mind that. What are you talking about?
Our farms are dying, and the politician here won't do anything about it.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Seems more likely you'll have to punch some sense into him.
Fuck you, fight me.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Silence. You'll know when I'm addressing you. Oh. Let's see. I'm an Adiran envoy. Is that official enough?
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority.
Maybe I did.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
That's why I'm here. Perhaps an Animancer can help me stop it.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I agree.
I like her already.
I also like her.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust Animancy as his father did.
But you do. What would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
Family drama.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
Let's see. I think she knows what she's doing.
I see you're unfamiliar with Animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
What's in the basement?
It was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
Oh, the basement. I want to know what's in the basement. What was that about your family basement?
It's nothing. Our governor is backed into a corner and lashing out. I almost respect him for it. Buy me a drink sometime, and I'll tell you all about my family's basement.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Alright. Ale, wine, or something stronger?
All of the above. I have a lot of forgetting to do. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
What the hell?
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior. And you still refuse to cooperate.
This guy seems like he's just being
Under
a
the
dick to be a
circumstances,
dick.
I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
What the hell?
Whoa. You're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest Animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your
He likes her.
gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
You're making a mistake by banishing her, though.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my Animancers.
They aren't your Animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Wait, is she coming with us? They both have stuff to say, so I'll have to go back to camp and see what they want to chat about. Where am I? That door's locked, but usually when there's a locked door in a house, you can find a key if you snoop enough. Oh, thanks for the kisses, Edie. I love your stinky breath all over me. That's great. Basement, right? I don't know if there's a basement in this house, though. Maybe that door is to the basement. Let's find out. We can only go upstairs so far. Oh, this is a nice-ass bedroom. Damn. Yep. Found a key. And a lockbox with Valayan breastplate. That's medium armor, so I don't think I'm gonna want to wear that. Let me see. Yeah, it would lower my maximum essence, which I do not want. Get your snoot out of the microphone. I've sworn to the people on my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in the Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise, again and again, even if I must scream it into these empty halls. So why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause, neither does wine. Well, maybe you should quit lying about the dream scourge, because it's definitely a thing. Have you considered that? That's a lot of reading. That's also a lot of reading. It'll get added to my journal. Giada's got an agricultural report. My research points to the one inevitable conclusion. The harvest will fail. Before you ignore me again, read on, listen. My father spoke of a river of souls flowing through the island. The souls feed our crops and power our machines. We agree on that much. What do you think happens when the river gets polluted? If you don't believe me, look at your own farms. The soil is hollow. It might even have the dream scourge. The time has come to break the bones of the living lands and set them in a more agreeable fashion. It may be Fior Meiaverno's only hope. We should discuss this in person. I'm confident you'll see reason. He did not see reason at all.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited Animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Messiverno.
You really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks?
I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and Animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
Why are you so afraid of him?
He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
I don't know what you're saying, but I agree.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
Farewell for now, since you won't listen to reason. This is just a balcony. Okay. Butler?
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
I will make him regret that decision as I break into this bedroom. Letter to my son, Ignacy. I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they are gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long, your mother, Estelle. Shimmering wings, gnashing teeth, chew through the dirt. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands! My hands!
Is this the governor's mother? Blessed a shame.
They better hope she doesn't have the Dream Scourge. Oh, she might have the Dream Scourge. Oh, she's got some grossness going on there. That's not great. They should maybe put her out of her misery, potentially. I'm gonna go talk to him about that. Like, sir, are you aware that your mother has fungus growing on her face as well?
Try not to involve yourself in our affairs.
Why is your mother locked up in her bedroom?
I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a common criminal. This conversation is over.
Does she have the Dream Scourge?
That is not a topic for discussion. I'll hear no more of this. You go about your business, and I'll go about mine.
That sounds like a yes to me.
Let this one go.
I think that lady might have a Dream Scourge. Alright, we have to go speak with Giata now. I think that's probably a really, really, really bad idea, though, to have her, like, still in the city with the Dream Scourge. Yes, we have to try to get into Giata's basement, for sure. Alright, so this... She's in here. This has to be her house.
That did not go as I had planned.
Where's your basement?
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
I like that. Civil disobedience. That's fun.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Okay, where's your basement? No one can explain why the living lands naturally grow and thrive in an unnatural manner. We've seen plant life consume mountains overnight, creatures tall enough to knock over mighty trees, and beneath it all, a potent river of wild essence. Civilization has not found a stable foothold in the living lands. Whenever we try, there is some reprisal, almost as if the island knows how to shrug us off. Maybe we shouldn't live here. Have you considered that? Now, where's your basement? This appears to be a kitchen, and I'm gonna steal all of your food. As is customary. Maybe there's like a door to the basement outside or something. Ah, Edie. Oh, Edie. Edie. She is just getting... Oh, hey, what's this? All snuggied up. Oh, I need her basement key, specifically. Like, I can't even pick the lock to get in here.
Trees are tearing at their walls, but they still find time for a good debate.
Man. Please go no further. Stop where you are. The Castell family laboratory is closed to the public and hazardous to life. Nothing in here is worth dying for. There is no research or renown to be discovered, only a danger we still do not understand. Ouch. Which may yet linger even in the absence of life. It is important that you understand my parents were the greatest Animancers who ever lived, and they did not leave this place the way they entered. What happened to them can happen to you. From Giata. See, like, now I want to know even more. What's in the basement? We gotta find a key. Alright, Edie is all scrunched up in my lap so I can move my camera now. She is digging into my thigh with her claws, which is not comfortable. And she's up again. Ooh, another grimoire. This crop shortage is the perfect opportunity to test my family's research, but of course I'm getting nowhere with Ignacy. He has the town wrapped around his little finger. You'd think a community of free-thinking Animancers would embrace a little innovation, but no, not even to save their lives. What would Mother have done? Though I suppose I don't need to ask. Perhaps I can succeed where she failed, as soon as I gather the courage to enter the lab. Someday, just not today. Let me in! Let me in the lab, I'll go with you. We'll hold hands, we'll go in the lab. It's fine. Nature as we know it is ours. We dam its rivers, we cut down its forests, but the metaphysical world, the nature next door, that is the true prize. When we can break the spirit world like a stubborn horse, the possibilities are endless. Today we grow crops, tomorrow souls. That's kind of creepy. Is there a basement key, like, anywhere? Giata, are you well? Ever since I moved away, I hear only rumors about what happens inside the walls of Fior Me Severno, and the rumors alone are cause for concern. They say you've been starting fights with the governor, stirring unrest at the workshop, turning Animancers against each other. I adore you too much to believe such nonsense, most of it anyway, but allow me to give you a word of advice. There is a pattern to this behavior, even if you think there isn't. You believe that your ambitions are being held back, so you hold them back further by alienating everyone in research or in reach, and thus prove your own point. Trust me, I know from experience, as did your mother. Be careful that you don't hurt yourself in the crusade to be proven right. Come and visit me sometime. Put aside your worries and clear your mind. Silvo misses you, from Elia. Oh god. Oh, 2-5. There we go. Alright, big head. Invitation to drinks from Masoni. Giata, once our patrol is over, a few of the rangers are grabbing drinks at the Bone and Boar. Would you care to join us? Of course I understand if you're busy again. The offer still stands. It doesn't even have to be with other rangers. It could just be the two of us, sitting and talking. Well, now I've said too much. You get the idea. Best of luck with your experiments. Alright, but where's the basement key? Damn. It's probably going to be like a personal quest from her. Quit rubbing your face on the microphone, dingus. Stop it. Damn, I really want to know what's in there, though.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata, some manners, if you please.
Oh, she's fine.
Why start now?
Yeah, exactly.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He's focusing on the wrong problems, that's for certain.
What does he know? He isn't even an Animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Me Severno, I'm hardly even an Animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
Let's see. Can we still fight the Dream Scourge?
We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible.
Ow.
At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you.
I don't want to talk about me, I want to talk about what's in the
never
basement.
expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of Animancers.
It wouldn't be the first time I sacrificed my ethics in exchange for an ally, but I'm not against animancy, so I don't want to pick that one. Stop with the microphone, child. Not everyone in Adir hates animancy.
We will set aside our differences for the greater good, won't we, Giata?
Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
As people keep reminding me.
Sorry. I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Oh, well, she sounds upset. Are you alright?
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave Fior Me Severno. Forever.
Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people
with mushrooms
don't
on their
find out
faces.
who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be all right. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the Animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Will your colleagues even talk to me after what happened to you?
Don't worry. Ignacy can't banish us all.
He can try.
Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
An eclectic bunch of Animancers.
No one ever achieved the impossible without being a little unhinged.
That's valid.
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Yeah, I am a person of many hats, Kai. I do it all. Alright, we will get into that basement eventually.